Welcome if you've just joined us. For those of you who've not played before, you'll need two devices, one to watch the quiz and also a second one to set up a virtual keypad via buzzerpad.com. Then you put in your name as you'd like it to appear and then put in the PIN number that's shown on the screen there, 21229. Then tap the screen, so either where the finger is or one of the letters, and that will register you. So a few people already signed in, which is good. We're about 10 minutes or so away from starting, so just go through one or two key points. Don't answer before the timer starts because it won't register. You can't change your answer once you've selected that, so no turning back. The quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain, and if you don't know the answer, just guess, because you have a chance of getting it right and then you'll pick up some valuable points. Return to the quiz screen. So 5 people with us now. If you were with us earlier, you'll have seen the live stream of the 2011 game against Rotherham United. Classic game, 5-0 with a Jack Lester hat-trick. Pleased to report no streaming issues experienced today. We had technical problems yesterday. It turned to be a hardware issue. So a new laptop has solved it. And hopefully we'll be able to stream uninterrupted now. Every Saturday, a classic match. We'll need to select in the next couple of days or so next Saturday's game. So keep an eye out on our social media channels for details of the next classic match that's being live streamed. 007, we've got James Bond on the board, now up to 8. So that's good to see. We've been working on trying to reduce the delay over the internet, so I think we've managed to do that, because it was running at about 10 seconds at one point, but with a bit of work we've managed to reduce that to hopefully just a few seconds. Even if it was 4 or 5, it wouldn't be so bad. So just make sure that your live stream is running right up to date, so the bar on your device, make sure that's right at the end, because could be that you've pressed pause, and of course then it wouldn't be as far on as it could be. So just make sure that you are looking at the very latest feed that you can get. Let's take a look at the instruction video. So welcome if you've just joined us for our fun family quiz. And the PIN number there is 21229. So if you put your name in as you'd like it to appear on the screen, then enter the PIN code, Then tap the screen, so tap either the finger or one of the letters, and that will register you. We'll give people time to log in because we do give a time of 5 o'clock. I always like to get it underway if I can before then. Fortunately, no streaming issues today, so I've managed to get straight on. But we'll give people time to log in. Just to tell you about Wednesday night's quiz while we're waiting. That's proved to be particularly popular. The Spyrites quiz, which I also host, but the questions compiled by Phil Tooley, so they're usually very searching questions about the Spyrites. And some keen competition there. We had 180 log in last Wednesday night. And just as today, there's a prize up for grabs, so the same prize is offered today and on Wednesday nights. The winner will receive matchday hospitality when the matches get underway again. You'll be able to enjoy hospitality in the SBK Spires restaurant for 2 adults and 2 children. So what you need to do is, if you do win today, you need to have some evidence of your win. So to do that, what you'll need to do is to take either a screenshot of your buzzer pad device. So if you're using your phone, and you'll see your unique screen showing your username and your total. So if you either take a screenshot, or if you can't take a screenshot for whatever reason, get somebody to take a photo of the screen just so we can see that it's you, and then email it to us. We'll give you the details a little later on. So we're approaching 40 competitors, so that's great to see. Jimmy Truesight won last week. We'll see shortly whether Jimmy is with us again today to try and make it back-to-back wins. It's not too serious today. We have just some fun questions that anybody can have a go at answering because it's multiple choice. The number's shooting up now. Great to see over 50 taking part. So while we're waiting for people to join us, we'll play the video. This is a short video to show you how to log in to play our interactive online quiz. It's recommended that 2 devices are used, one to watch the quiz via the live YouTube stream you'll have been given a link to, and the other to set up and use a virtual keypad. To set up the virtual keypad, use your smartphone or tablet and go to buzzerpad.com. You'll then see this page where you need to add your name as you want it to appear. And you need to tap in the PIN code shown on the live stream before pressing go in the blue box. Your keypad is now set up, but to activate it you'll either need to press the finger at the top of the screen or any of the letters. The live stream will show the number of participants, and this will change as more people log in. When the quiz gets underway, the questions will be shown on the live stream and they'll also be read out. You need to answer as quickly as possible by pressing the letter corresponding to the answer you think is correct. The points go down as the timer ticks down, so the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. Good luck and hope you enjoy taking part. This is a short video to show you how to log in to play our interactive online quiz. It's recommended that 2 devices are used, one to watch the quiz via the live YouTube stream you'll have been given a link to, and the other to set up and use a virtual keypad. To set up the virtual keypad, use your smartphone or tablet and go to buzzerpad.com. You'll then see this page where you need to add your name as you want it to appear. And you need to tap in the PIN code shown on the live stream before pressing go in the blue box. Your keypad is now set up, but to activate it you'll either need to press the finger at the top of the screen or any of the letters. The live stream will show the number of participants, and this will change as more people log in. when the quiz gets underway. The questions will be shown on the live stream and they'll also be read out. You need to answer as quickly as possible by pressing the letter corresponding to the answer you think is correct. The points go down as the timer ticks down, so the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. Good luck and hope you enjoy taking part. Okay, so welcome if you just joined us. 66 people now signed in to play. You'll need a second device if you're watching the quiz on something like your laptop or a PC or even the TV if you're streaming YouTube onto your TV. And on your second device, something like a smartphone or a tablet, if you put in your username followed by the PIN code, which is shown on the screen there, 21229, tap the screen once you've done the put the number in, and then that will register you. Thanks to Tina for alerting me to the fact that the instruction video was magnified while I nipped out of Studio One, aka Deborah's treatment room. What's happened is we've been live streaming and altering settings for the match coverage, so that was one that I'd not got round to changing. Fortunately, we did have an uninterrupted live stream of today's classic match, the Sparrites thrashing Rotherham United 5-0. What a fantastic performance that night, remember it well. Jack Lester with a sublime hat-trick. And we hopefully have got over the technical issues with the live streaming that we experienced yesterday. Appears to have been a hardware issue and totally uninterrupted today. Didn't drop a single frame, I'm glad to report. So please do join us on Saturday afternoons when we'll be streaming a different classic match each week. So up to 79 people now, which is great to see. And a reminder about some of the key points. We'll get underway in just a few minutes. So just to remind you that you shouldn't answer before the timer starts, because the problem there is that it won't register. So if you dive in too early and answer before the timer starts, then it won't register. Also, you can't change your answer, so you're committed as soon as you tap in your selection. There's no turning back. You can press it as many times as you want, but as I say, you can't change it. The quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. You'll see the timer at the top right hand of the screen, and the points go down as the timer goes down. So as always, if you don't know the answer, just have a guess. Let's take a look again at the quiz screen. So up to 81 people taking part now. And the reminder that if you haven't played before, go on to buzzerpad.com using your second device and put in your username as you'd like it to appear. Also then the PIN code there, 82. Sorry, no, that's the number of people taking part. The PIN code 21229, then tap the screen. I think I've spent too long in Studio One today. It's finally getting to me. So 21229, the PIN code, then tap the screen, either the finger at the top or one of the letters, and that will see you logged in. So we'll just give it a couple of minutes and then I think we'll get underway. So great to see 82 people taking part. If you missed it earlier, just a reminder that we have a Sparrites quiz on a Wednesday night, which is from around 8 PM. Also, Chester's quiz for kids on Saturday morning. and that's from 10 AM. So, see if we've got any last minute additions. So the pin code 21229, then tap the screen to register. Okay, so I think we'll get underway. It looks like the optimum number we're going to get today. So 84 taking part, which is fantastic. A reminder that there are 20 multiple choice questions and there's a prize for the winner. So the winner will receive hospitality for 2 adults and 2 children when the matches get back underway, whenever that is. So you'll need, if you are the winner, to take a screenshot of your particular keypad so we can see that it's you, and then email that to us. So we've got the proof. So 86, couple more people just joining us, so welcome. So let's get underway. Okay, so let's take a look, first of all, at some of the people taking part today. One or two familiar names there. Some regular quizzes who take part. Some of the ones that we're putting on. To the next page. And the third page. Yeah, again, some familiar names there. So I wonder whether Rackstraw is a friend of mine. I know he idolised Charlie Rackstraw, but it's not letting me know whether it's him yet. So maybe somebody else who's gone for Rackstraw as a name. Again, a few names that have played before on the different quizzes. On some last minute additions there as well. Just make sure that you have tapped the screen and it's shown that you've logged in. It's showing 91 at the moment. Hopefully the ones who've just joined us have logged in properly. So once you've put in the pin code, tap the screen just to make sure that you're there. Okay, so let's get underway. According to the Waitrose and Partners Food and Drink Report, which is the most popular flavour of crisps in the UK? Is it cheese and onion, salt and vinegar, or ready salted? So we're looking for the most popular flavour of crisps in the UK. Are the cheese and onion, salt and vinegar, or ready salted? Time running out. Give you 40 seconds, but down to the last few seconds now. So have a guess if you don't know. And the answer is cheese and onion. The cheese and onion, the right one. And how many got that? So cheese and onion, the outright favourite there, 43, salt and vinegar 23, and ready salted 19. The Mongie Mesas at the top, Shelvis and Tomato. That's the top 3. Venno Spire just outside the top 3. And just thinking there, if you think that you answered correctly and it's not registered, then clearly there's some registration issue. So I would suggest that you might look to sign in again because you're not going to lose anything. If you've got 0 points and you answered correctly, then clearly there's a registration issue, so perhaps you didn't press the screen once you were signed in, once you put in your PIN code. So I'll just give you a moment just to do that, just in case, but we'll move on. Okay, which US state is nicknamed the Bluegrass State? Is it Montana, South Dakota, or Kentucky? So which state nicknamed the Bluegrass State? Montana, South Dakota, or Kentucky? Ten seconds left, so quickly get an answer in. And the answer is Kentucky. So how many got that right? So 47 getting that right. Is that done to the leaderboard? Shelvis takes over at the top of the leaderboard, followed by Benno, Spire, and the Watties. Remember the Watties from last week being contenders as well. So one name that jumped out there, Family Connection, Linny Sue, who hadn't answered, so I'm guessing there might be some connection issue, whether you've got a problem with your Wi-Fi or whether you're not quite registered in right. Yeah, somebody questioning there the 40 seconds. I think some of them are 30 seconds, some are 40. I'm not quite sure actually now, but hopefully we've got enough time with the lack of delay. There's not as much delay at the moment, so let's take a look. The next one. So the latest RSPB survey revealed one of the following to be the most common garden bird in the UK. Was it the house sparrow, the starling, the blackbird, or the wood pigeon? So answer as quickly as you can. It's actually 40 points, the maximum that I've put up there, but the time I think I've left at 30. I altered it for another quiz that we do. Plenty of people answering early on, so last 10 seconds, get an answer in as quickly as you can. And most people answering there, house sparrow was the correct answer. So house sparrow, 43. So most people getting that. What's that done at the top of the leaderboard? New leader, Milzak, 101. Also the Watties with 3 figures. South Coast Spyrites just behind on 99, and Mr. Mercury stepping down the glory road. Terry and Baseface all over 90 points. Okay, on we go. So when was Channel 5 launched? Was it 1991, 1993, 1995, or 1997? So the launch of Channel 5, when was that? Was it 91, 93, 95, or 97? But the numbers shooting up there, so good to see that we're getting most people able to take part. Last 10 seconds. And the answer is 1997. So D. 39 if you're getting that right, the most popular answer. So Milzak, I think it was, the leader before. Milzak's still there, just ahead of South Coast Spyrites. On we go. So a panel of experts picked who as Britain's greatest comedian for a 3-hour TV special on Gold last year? Was it Victoria Wood, Stan Laurel, Billy Connolly, or Peter Sellers? So who was nominated as Britain's greatest comedian on a Gold special? So 4 legendary comedians there: Victoria Wood, Stan Laurel, Billy Connolly, or Peter Sellers. 10 seconds left. quick as you can. And the answer is Stan Laurel. So Stan Laurel was the right answer. B. And a lot of you going for Victoria Wood and Billy Connolly. Yeah, I was surprised by that. Stan Laurel. So that may have shaken things up at the top. And we have a new leader. Ooh Pappy, 149. Then Kunker's Boat, 146. And Frazdog, another regular competitor in the quiz. So a new look. Top 3. Milzak dropping down to 5th place. South Coast Sparrites, who was up there as well, now in 6th place. Let's have a look further down. See if you can see your name there. Shelvis dropping right down to 28. Was doing well early on. And Benno Spire as well. Zoe's uncle, another regular competitor. No doubt Zoe Edge's uncle, I would imagine. I think we've got Edges as well. So, welcome to you, the Edge family, if you're taking part. And I'm guessing some of those at the bottom, for whatever reason, just haven't been able to take part. So, let's go again. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, which is the most common misspelling? Is it government, definitely, publicly, or pharaoh? So they're the misspellings, but which is the most common, according to the Oxford English Dictionary? "15 seconds left. Quick as you can. We do need those extra 10 seconds, perhaps, just to give people enough time. Most people getting the answers in. And the answer is publicly. So which is publicly rather than alley. So C was the right answer. And only 2 of you getting that right. So a lot of you think it was definitely. So we'll skip the leaderboard this time. And let's move on to the next question. So which is the biggest pizza company in the world? Is it Pizza Hut, Papa John's, or Domino's? We're looking for the biggest pizza company in the world. Is it Pizza Hut, Papa John's, or Domino's? There's 5 seconds left. And the answer is Domino's. I think that might have caught 1 or 2 people out. Domino's has more than 16,000 stores, apparently. Headquarters in Michigan. Founded in 1960. I might have been tempted to have gone for Pizza Hut myself. But no. A lot of people getting Domino's right, so their pizza knowledge better than mine. So let's take a look at the leaderboard. So Ooh Pappy is still at the top. Kunker's Boat and then Frazdog. Craig P just outside the top 3. Ding Dong Dynamite. Elmhurst Blues. Radford with many D's. Milzak, former leader. South Coast Sparrites and the Watties. That's the top 10. Okay, on we go. Which iconic singer is this? Singing backwards. It's Madonna, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston or Tina Turner? But don't wait till the end. I'm running out. And the answer, Whitney Houston. So, I think a lot of people have got that right. Well, I Will Always Love You. Yep, 72 of you getting that right. 9 though going for Mariah Carey. 2 for Madonna and 4 for Tina Turner. So, is Ooh Pappy still the leader? No, Frazdog takes over at the top. Just ahead on time, so level on points, but Frazdog just answering slightly quicker overall. Kunker's Boat, and then Craig P and Ding Dong Dynamite. That's the top 5. Let's look further down. Whether you can see your name on there. I think some of those at the bottom, yeah. I know certainly Linny Sue having connection issues, so unable to take part properly, so might be 1 or 2 experiencing connection issues. I think in future, I think we will go with 40 seconds for all the quizzes, just to allow for that slight delay over the internet. On we go. So cattle produce 81% of the world milk production. Which animals are the second largest producer of milk? Sheep, goats, or buffaloes? So we're looking for either sheep, goats, or buffaloes as being the second largest producer of milk. Ten seconds left. Just have a guess if you've got no idea. And the answer is buffaloes. So, yeah, that's perhaps a bit of a surprise. 15%. Goats were 2% and sheep were just 1%. So how many went for buffaloes? C. Yeah, catching quite a few of you out. I'd have probably gone with goats as well. So that could have had an impact at the top. Kunker's Boat, the leader, 223, followed by Frazdog and Ooh Pappy. Still very tight, and of course 40 points potentially for each question up for grabs, so could all change between now and the end. Number of questions left. The halfway stage now. What was the most watched single TV programme of the last decade? Was it EastEnders, Gavin and Stacey, Great British Bake Off, or The X Factor? So the most watched single TV programme of the last decade. We're not looking for a series, just a one-off programme being the highest watched one of those 4 options. Five seconds left. And the answer, The X Factor. So D. Oh, very even spread of answers there. So I did it right in terms of the choices of ones to go for, because very little to choose between them. Just, well, 2 lots on 22, Gavin and Stacey and Great British Bake Off, 21 with EastEnders, but just edging it there, The X Factor. That was actually from December 2010, when 17.7 million watched The X Factor. So let's take a look at the leaderboard. Kunker's Boat at the top, Craig P and Frazdog. And the former leader, Ooh Pappy, just edged out of that top 3. Let's go on. How much is a colour TV licence? 149.50, 153, or 157.50? Answer as quick as you can. For the cost of a colour TV licence. I wouldn't have known that if I'd have not checked, because it's on direct debit. The cost of a colour TV licence, £149.50, £153, or £157.50. How much is a colour TV licence? And the answer is C, £157.50. So how many got that right? Most of you getting that right, 55. leaderboard. Kunker's Boat still at the top. Craig P in second spot. Then Fraz Dog. So keen competition as always at the top. Just 16 points separating the top three. Plenty of time for that to change. In which survey last year, which airport was rated as the best in the country? Southampton, Doncaster, Sheffield, Leeds, Bradford or East Midlands? So rated as the best airport in the country. It was either Southampton, Doncaster, Sheffield, Leeds, Bradford or East Midlands. Thinking about it, I've only ever flown from one of those, that's East Midlands, never been from Doncaster, Sheffield, which might be a surprise given the location. 5 seconds left. And the answer is Doncaster, Sheffield. It was the third year running that it got that particular accolade. So how many went for Doncaster, Sheffield? Most popular answer, 37. But plenty going for East Midlands and then Leeds, Bradford and also Southampton. So is Kunker's Boat still at the top? Yes, by 9 points from Craig P and then Fraz Dog. Shall we have a look further down the table? Whether you can see your name there. That name jumps out, Edges. So interested to know whether that's the Edge family. Presuming it is. So welcome to you. Good to see you taking part. Should say that Mick Edge won a booby prize in a Christmas quiz that I ran for the I'm trying to think of the name of it now. The Friday afternoon meeting. It's been a long day. A lot of stress with with a live stream, so my mind's gone blank. The Speakeasy, of course, Speakeasy. Yeah. So I got a booby prize of a Mansfield Town history book. So I don't know whether Mick's taken the time during the lockdown to read up on the Stags. So further down, as I say, I think the bottom three there have all had to drop out. Okay, on we go. So what is the minimum age to be President of the United States? 25, 30 or 35? So the minimum age, there is a minimum age requirement to be President of the United States. 25, 30 or 35? So 5 seconds left. And the answer, 35. So a minimum age, but clearly no minimum IQ to be President of the United States. C. 38, got that right. Well done. Fair spread though there. 25 going for 30 and 24 going for 25. So that could have had an impact at the top. No, Kunker's Boat still the leader, ahead of Fraz Dog and Craig P. So Kunker's Boat hanging on well there. On to the next question. Which country is the biggest producer of wine in the world? Is it Italy, Spain, France or Australia? So looking for the biggest producer of wine in the world. Italy, Spain, France or Australia? Sure, we've all drunk plenty of wine from each of those countries, but which one is the biggest producer of wine? 10 seconds left. And the answer is Italy. So I'm expecting a fair spread of answers there. Yeah. France, yeah, I think France would probably have been my guess. Also, I know Australia produce a lot of wine, so interesting. Spain lagging behind with only 5 people going there, but let's have a look, see if Kunker's Boat is still at the top. Yes, 3-2-6. 11 points ahead of Frasdog, then Ding Dong Dynamite in 3rd place. So Craig P dropping out of the top 3. On we go. Who described himself in a tweet as a very stable genius? Was it David Beckham, Boris Johnson, Donald Trump, or Piers Morgan? So who thinks of himself as a very stable genius? Bex, Boris, the Donald, or Piers? And 10 seconds remain. I think a lot of people might have got this right. And the answer is Donald Trump. Yep, an outright leader in the voting stakes. So Donald Trump writing that often quoted tweet about himself. So is Kunker's Boat still at the top? Yes, by 10 points from Frasdog and Ding Dong Dynamite. So Kunker's Boat is on course to win the prize of hospitality for 4, 2 adults, 2 children at a forthcoming match. But, of course, still time to be overhauled. Which of the following happened first? Barack Obama was elected as America's first black president. Apple launched the iPhone, or the verb to Google was entered into the Oxford English Dictionary. So which of those happened first? So was it Barack Obama being elected as the first black president of America? Was it the launch of the iPhone? Or was it to Google going into the Oxford English Dictionary? 5 seconds left. And the answer is the verb to Google was entered into the Oxford English Dictionary. So might have caught a few people out. Let's have a look. Yes, 47 going for the launch of the iPhone. I can give you the stats there. To Google in the dictionary was 2006. The iPhone launch 07. And then the following year, Barack Obama was America's first black president. So see if that's changed things at the top. Well, still Kunker's Boat at the top, followed by Frasdog, and then Ooh Pappy, the former leader. South Coast Spyrites also in contention, along with Ding Dong Dynamite and Elmhurst Blues, all well in contention to take the top spot. So we go into the last few questions. So which of the following has had the most episodes? Have I got news for you? You've Been Framed, or Catchphrase? So which has had the most episodes in total? So we're looking for the one with the most episodes of Have I Got News For You, You've Been Framed, or Catchphrase. Five seconds left. And the answer is Have I Got News For You? Around 500 episodes now. And most people going for You've Been Framed. So the second choice, Have I Got News For You? And then third, Catchphrase. Of course, Have I Got News For You still operating during this lockdown period. Remotely, of course, observing social distancing. So, what's that done to the top of the leaderboard? Well, Kunker's Boat and Frasdog still at the top, unchanged there, the 10-point gap. Ooh Pappy, though, just 3 points off second place. And Elmhurst Blues well in contention as well. So according to Zoopla, in which county is the most affordable British town to live in? Is it North Ayrshire, County Durham, Mid Glamorgan or East Ayrshire? So we're looking for a town which is the most affordable British town to live in. Of those, North Ayrshire, County Durham, Mid Glamorgan or East Ayrshire. Ten seconds left. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer, County Durham, because it's Shildon, where the average house price in January of this year, £59,000. The median gross income last year, £27,500. So that's a house price to income ratio of 2.14. So that means that house price is just over twice the average income. So how many got B, County Durham? Well, very popular there, 46, with Mid Glamorgan next, and East Ayrshire and North Ayrshire. So is Kunker's Boat still at the top? Yes, by 9 points from Frasdog and Ooh Pappy. So which celebrity set the record for the biggest ever car insurance claim in 2011? Chris Evans, David Beckham, Rowan Atkinson or Jeremy Clarkson? The penultimate question. So we're looking for the record car insurance claim set in 2011 by either Chris Evans, David Beckham, Rowan Atkinson or Jeremy Clarkson. And the answer is Rowan Atkinson. So C, yeah, the most popular answer, just ahead of Chris Evans. Also Jeremy Clarkson getting a lot of votes there. So the details about that, he crashed his beloved McLaren F1 for the second time. And it's a 240 mile an hour supercar. Spent more than a year in the hands of McLaren's expert technicians in Woking in Surrey. The result? A £910,000 repair bill. And that was for a car that Rowan had paid £640,000 for in 1997. So nearly £1 million, the repair bill. And we can actually see the mangled wreckage of that McLaren F1. That's what it looked like after Rowan had wrapped it round something. Okay, on to the final question. So, Kunker's Boat leading the way for quite some time, but there's still chance to be a change at the top as we go into the last question. So, a survey revealed that politicians are considered to be the least trustworthy professionals in the UK, who are considered to be the second least trustworthy: journalists, car salespeople, telesales workers, or bankers. So the second least trustworthy in the UK: journalists, car salespeople, telesales workers, or bankers. 15 seconds left. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer is journalists, would you believe? Absolutely scandalous that journalists should be considered to be not very trustworthy. So, politicians getting 78.1%, journalists 37.7%. So, shock result there. Let's take a look. How many of you thought that? I can't imagine many of you would have gone for journalists. Well, I think perhaps a few people have pressed the wrong key in error. It's easily done. Car salespeople attracting 30 votes, then bankers and telesales workers. So we now go to the final leaderboard. So has Kunker's Boat held on to win today's quiz? Let's take a look. First of all, at the top 3. So who has won it today? Kunker's Boat has won by 8 points from Frasdog, then Ooh Pappy. So well done in particular to Kunker's Boat. Also congratulations to Frasdog and Ooh Pappy for putting up a good fight. Ding Dong Dynamite, slightly inappropriate name. Elmhurst Blues, Craig P, Tomato, Kevin Wag, and My Sister is the Best. That's your top 10. It'd be rude of us not to have a look at all the competitors today. I think Shelvis did well the other week. Might have been 3rd place if I remember rightly. So just outside the top 10 today. Hey DJ, The What Is, Travel Man. Carry on going. Whether you see your name appearing yet. So down into the 30s. So whether you've seen your name yet. A couple more screens I think to go. Or a few more. Good to see some regular competitors, the same names appearing. There's always Uncle, regular competitor. Chester, sort of club mascot, having a go. Must do better, Chester. And on we go, further and further down the table. We get to virtually the last ones. Now we had some people experiencing issues with connection, so that was the case with Linny Sue. I'm imagining Moo's mum hasn't guessed wrongly for every single question, so sorry about that. You've not been able to take part today. Please do have another try next week, and hopefully you'll have better luck. So congratulations once again to our winner today. Fantastic battle at the top of the table, but really it was a case of leading for a large part of the quiz and managing to hold off the challenge of the competitors below. That was Kunker's Boat, the winner today with 438. So what you need to do is to take either a screenshot or a photo of your particular screen. So rather than the screen that you see on your laptop or whatever you're watching the quiz on, if you actually take a photo of your screen that you're using for BuzzerPad so that we can see your username. And congratulations, you have won the hospitality on a match day when we do get back underway, whenever that is. And that's for 2 adults and 2 children. You'll also go in the draw. It's the draw to win the hospitality. It's already been a long day. The actual prize is the Club Superstore prize, where you can claim a prize. That should write that down so it reminds me. Then all the winners each week go into the draw for the hospitality, but the actual winner of each quiz will get a chance to choose any item from the Club Superstore when that reopens. Apologies for that. A reminder about Wednesday night's quiz, which is the Spyrites quiz. We had 180 take part last week, or this last Wednesday. Let's see if we can top 200. Questions set by Phil Tooley, so if you know your Spyrites, then please do join us for that. I can exclusively reveal, we'll also be revealing the new home shirt this week. Looking to perhaps do something live online to reveal the design of the new home strip. We normally unveil that at the Player of the Year Awards, but of course that's not taking place this year. So we will be doing something online to reveal the new home strip. So please do keep an eye on social media for that. In the meantime, do wish you all the best. Very challenging times for everyone, but we're coping as best we can, I'm sure. And do stay safe, and we'll hopefully see you at the next time we hold the fun family quiz. So thanks very much for taking part, and we'll now end the stream.